Hello everyone, welcome to Grow with Mamta. Guys, in this video today we are going to talk about self-talk. How can we use self-talk to improve our English language, to improve our English speaking skill, and also I'm going to give you some right and real solution to it so that you can incorporate them, implement them very easily, and you can improve your English speaking skill as well. Okay, and this might be a little strange for you if you're spending your most of your time hunched behind the computer or on your phone, but you can get used to it. This would help you in your life in general, or of course you will realize after talking to yourself you will feel more mellowed out. So guys, you might have ever noticed all the time our mind is chattering in our head, and it is very natural that is happening with us. If someone's mind is not chattering in their head, so they need to go to see a doctor, they should have to go to see a doctor. Okay, it's very natural, but it is happening in Hindi, in mother tongue. What if somehow it gets into English? What if our mind start chattering in English? Wow, it would be a miracle for us, because the first step that you have to do is that you have to pick up any topic in which you are interested. Okay, make sure you are interested in that topic. It might be any topic. Okay, and then you have to write it down on a paper. Okay, and you have to write some of the questions related to that topic. And after that you have to sit down with yourself and ask those questions yourself and try to answer them. If you're not able to come up with the right words, appropriate words at the right time, so you have your phone, just Google it and just speak that in English, or you can use some other tools to find out the right words for a particular sentence. And you know guys, you might have ever noticed that initially when we start learning English, once we start speaking in language, so our mind will try to connect that language to our previous language, to connect the sense of that language to this language. So initially it is very common. Don't think that your mind is translating so that you won't be able to speak English fluently. Initially it happens with everyone. Once you get exposed to it, so you feel like that you are able to speak in English without translating a lot. Okay, so once you talk to yourself, so it is the another way for you to practice, to train your brain to think in English, right? You can do it. And another thing that I would like to tell you on this topic, if I would say, like, you can talk some amazing or some interesting, hilarious and some funny things on this topic, because learning English is just like enjoyment. Just enjoy this language, don't get bored to this language, play with English. Just imagine it's a game and I'm going to play this, right? Otherwise you will get bored. Okay, so in this way just change your mentality towards this language so that you can easily learn and you can easily push yourself to learn this language. Because most of the guys, they just push themselves to learn English. It's like stress for them. Obviously they have to speak English, this and that. You have to feel like that I'm not driven through a mountain, it is just a language. And do not try to beat about bush, all the time. Okay, after 1 hour I'm going to practice. You have to take any instant decision that I'm going to practice within 3 seconds, right? In this way you have to train your mind that you have to do it right now. I do not know what's gonna happen after 1 minute, right? So take decisions instantly, okay, and get out of from your comfort zone. Okay, so another thing, you can talk some hilarious things. What are those? You can say like, what if I were the Prime Minister of India, what I will do. So in this way you are opening a way to talk a lots of things in English, right? If you are not able, if you do not have some right words, right kind of words at the right time, so you can Google it right at that moment. So, or what if I were a boy? It's interesting. What if I were a boy? Or if you're a boy, so you could say, what if I were a girl? It's a little gossip, but the goal is to practice English, right? So you will come across that you are learning English, you are practicing English without any efforts. So let me tell you guys how to learn English, how to speak English effortlessly. I was also watching video, and also I watched some of the videos from native speakers and some Indians and some non-native speakers, I mean mixed. So there was a native speaker, he was saying how to speak English effortlessly. So he was saying, in order to speak, in order to expose any language, in order to be fluent in any kind of language in any corner of this world, is the key is to repeat that. Repetition is a must. The more you repeat that language, the more your mind gets exposed, right? So the more you can repeat vocabularies, sentences, try to repeat that. For example, you're watching a video, or you're watching subtitles, and subtitles are going on, so you can repeat with them. Repetition is a must to speak effortless English. If you're not able to pronounce any word in a very certain way, so you can repeat that again and again. In this way your mind is gonna be more exposed. Okay, so you can do like this. So talk to yourself is the best, or talk some funny things with yourself, because nobody has to listen to you. That's where when you're sitting with yourself, there is no one has to listen to you. It's amazing thing that you're doing. Or another thing that, as far as I'm concerned, I could say like everyone has knowledge in different subjects. For example, if I talk about myself, so I have a knowledge, I am interested in biology. So what I do, when I feel like, oh my god, here is the opportunity to talk to this person, to talk to my friend on this topic, when I think, wow, it's right time to ask this kind of question, so I ask questions in that about that subject. For example, there is my friend, I will say, "Hoy, excuse me, can I let's talk to each other." Okay, she is not able to understand English, so it's okay, I will explain it in Hindi in the middle when I'm explaining that topic. So I will say, what is photosynthesis? Can you explain it in a very simple way? Because you're studying right now. So if she knows about this, so she will explain it as according to her experience. So after her explanation, I will start explaining it in English. I will explain it in a very simple way, as simple as I can. The goal is you do not have to pressure your brain to use some complicated words, because all the time we think to speak advanced English. Advanced, we want to be much more fluent. Maybe you, when we watch someone is speaking much more fluent English than us, then we're thinking, when I'll be at his or her place. And to be honest guys, I've not been learning English for a long time. When I but if you're looking, someone is looking very fluent, so ask questions. Hey, how did you learn English? Can you give me any, I mean, piece of advice to learn English, to speak English fluently? So if they will tell you guys, they will tell you honestly, people like to give piece of advice, right? So that's what we can do. We do not need to be green with envy with someone, that person is speaking fluent English, this and that. Don't be annoying, just be calm and be like open for everything. Try to learn that. Okay, try to ask questions in English. Don't be afraid of talking to someone who is just speaking in English. This is the big problem. We think, I won't be able to come up with the right words at the right time. So self-talking is tremendously important, as I think. So do it every day. It's really gonna change your life completely. Once we spend time with ourselves, we open our layers. So I hope this video will be a little helpful for you. I've tried to explain something to you guys, and we will meet again in the next video. Till then, keep learning and keep growing and improve your English language. Be a better version of yourself, and irrespective of all kind of problems, you have to be consistent and learn English with lots of enthusiasm and make this journey more funny, more pleasant, more enjoyment. Okay, just do it and talk to yourself every day. If you have any questions, so let me know in the comment down below. If possible, I will try to make video on that topic. And to be honest, I'm not a much more fluent in English. I'm just trying to learn this language and I'm having this conversation. You all guys are behind the camera and I'm in front of camera. I'm talking to you. Okay, I'm not able to see you, but I can assume that here you all guys are. Okay, so bye bye.